Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. I haven't posted any videos in days now. I've been quite busy with school, and especially because exams are coming up next week. Yes, next week. It's scheduled for 19 November till 22nd. And 22nd is on a Saturday, so our exams are going to go on till Saturday. And the reason for this is because of this. Class suspensions. Right now, class has been suspended for 2 days because of the typhoon. So to everyone that's watching this video, I hope you're doing safe, and I hope that you and your family have evacuated somewhere safe, and that you have stocked up on food, and that your house is sturdy. Man, Cebu, just the stuff that happened in Cebu was just really devastating. I just literally saw a photo of a grandmother and a grandfather literally on top of a house, on the roof of the house, because it was flooding, and that just silenced me so bad, because they have to endure all of this. They have to endure all of this, while the politicians out there are enjoying their lives in Europe. We gotta do something. We need accountability right now. Do not let this corruption issue die. It's been going on for as far as I can remember, September or August, or I don't know, November, September, August, or July. I think it's been going on for a long time now. Make it go on forever. This has been happening for us. This has been happening to us for years now. I believe that we should really start doing something. Lives here are at stake. Lives here are at stake. If you've seen the videos in Cebu where it was flooding so bad, if you've seen those, you know how horrible it is. It looks like a tsunami just literally went down the street. It looks like they had an earthquake. Yeah, they did have an earthquake, and then a tsunami came down. So yeah, it's really saddening. This isn't resilience. This isn't resilience. This isn't hope. There's no hope in there. You see what's happening there? That's survival. They're trying to save their lives. There's no hope in that. They're suffering so bad. But anyways, I still wish that everyone is safe out there, and even if you are, I don't know, in the signal number 3 parts, I just hope that you have access to your phone, and I've got emergency hotlines down here. It's gonna be in the comments. Or if you're watching a different platform right now, it's in the video description. But I just want to proceed with what I want to talk about. So today, I went out with my parents. We went to a birthday party, and we went to a mall, and we went to church. That was the last thing we did. We went to church, then finally dinner, and now I'm back home. And I want to talk about a moment I had at the mall. I was at the mall, obviously, and that mall right there had money changers. And you know me, every time I go to a mall with money changers, I'd try to check the money changer if I'd get something interesting, or if I'd get one of my, notes that I've wished for a long time. That happened, actually. I was looking for small denomination notes of some of the currencies that I've wanted to get for a while, and they had them. The only problem was, okay, I'm gonna tell you the full story. So, I went to this other money changer first, where they had different branches, by the way, and I've been to the other branches, especially in the other malls, and I trust them. Actually, I like their service. The only problem is that they got big bills sometimes, which is why I don't really like buying with them. But they're the first money changer I've ever bought a banknote from, so obviously I like them. And I've also tried a bunch of other money changers too, and they're great, especially this local money changer at Liana's, in Evacom. It's actually great, because in that money changer in Evacom, it had banknotes which aren't in the mall money changes, and he got a Scottish banknote, and that Scottish pound note only cost me 200 pesos, when the actual rate for a British pound note, yes, it's a British pound, is 700. And I was like, I got lucky with this one. So yeah, I really like trying out local money changes, and there's a local money changer out in CAA Avenue, so I'm gonna try to go there if I can. But anyways, so when that money changer I visited in the mall, I'm gonna call this money changer the green one. So the green one didn't have any small bills. They all had big bills and other stuff. Actually, all of their branches only have big bills. So I was like, reasonable. I mean, you're like that in your other branches. So yeah, I went to this other money changer right next to them, which is the blue money changer. We'll call it blue money changer. Or white. I don't know, it was blue and white. We'll just call it blue. Now, blue money changer has small bills. They got small denomination bills. So the first currency I checked, I didn't have a specific currency in mind. I didn't even know what I was looking for. So I just immediately went like, do you have any Swedish krona? And they said, oh yes, we do. They got 220 krona notes and 100 kronor. It's kronor, by the way. It's the plural. 220 kronor notes and 100 kronor notes. So it's like 240 kronor. And they were from the current. They're from the current series of the Swedish banknotes. And I was like, oh great, you have a 20 kronor note. I was specifically looking for a 50 kronor, but I have that since it's the new one. And I also have an old one, so might as well buy the new one. And I was like, okay, I also want another currency other than Swedish krona. We need something new. So I tried for a Macanese pataka, from Macau, the currency they use in Macau, Macanese pataka. I tried to get a 10 and a 20 Macanese pataka notes, and guess what? They also had them in there, and in such a fine condition. It was in a fine condition. They had them there in fine condition. So as well with the Swedish kronor. And I was like, wow, okay, then I'll try to buy these. But there was a catch. The money changer said the minimum that they could sell me was 100 of that currency. They could sell me these small denomination notes unless if it was like 100 of them. Not 100 of the notes, but if it was like 100. So if we were talking about 100 kronor, the minimum is 100, right? So if it's 100 kronor, I would need to buy 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I would need to buy 5 20 kronor notes. I would need to buy 5 of them just to get a single. Yeah, I think you get my point, right? I need to buy 100 kronor worth of banknotes. So since I wanted to only get a 20 kronor note, but they couldn't because the minimum is 100, I was like, okay, so since you said the minimum is 100, and I could get the note unless it's worth 100, so does that mean that I have to get 5 of them? And they said yes. So I can get the note, but there's a technicality. So I was like, why? Why is the minimum 100? I didn't ask them actually. I was just wondering to myself, why? Why is this? And that really discouraged me so much, because I was willing to pay for that note. I was willing to pay, like, I don't know, 300 for the 20 kronor and the 30 Macanese patakas. I was willing to pay. So why was it that 100 is the minimum? What is the reason behind this? Are there any, like, if there's any people working in the money changers here, can you at least tell me? Because I'm quite curious, But that discouraged me. And honestly, I think it's just a single branch of money changers. Not money changers, money changer. It's just a single branch. It was just there and more. I think it's just a local branch there. It's just a single branch. But either way, it discouraged me. Because I can't buy what I'm willing to pay for. I only have 800 at the moment, but I'm willing to buy it. So why is the minimum 100? Why do I need to buy 100? Is it because their business is failing or what? And a woman beside me exchanged a $20 note, a 20 Australian dollar note. So I was like, oh cool, it's a new one. So I just looked at that because I was still there. But I was like, why? I just kept asking why. What if I told her that I was actually a collector? Would she actually let me buy it? And like, come on, this is just so confusing. But there might be a reason behind it. There might be a logical reason behind it. So I didn't really get mad or angry, but I was visibly upset and disappointed. Because I was willing to pay for it. I was willing to pay for it just to get those notes. I've wished for those for years now. And I've already had some of them wish granted banknotes already with me. And yes, I know you're gonna be like, hey, you already have a lot, why do you want to buy more? It's the joy of collecting. That's the joy of collecting. When you make videos, don't you want to make more? That's why I'm doing this right now. Because every time I make videos, I get the joy of making videos. Which is why I'm doing this right now. I get the joy of making these. I get the joy of ranting in front of you guys. Even though it doesn't really matter to you. I get the joy. It's just something, right? When you do something you love, don't you want to keep doing it again? Because you love it. You love that thing. Which is why you want to keep doing it. That's why I try to save up to buy banknotes, and I'm willing to pay for it, no matter how much it cost me. I bought 100 Danish kroner recently, and I only wanted to buy a 5 Australian dollar note as a replacement for my current one. And even though it was 800, I was like, hey, it's the new one. Maybe next time it will be there. I just bought it. You know why? Because that's the joy of collecting. That I was kind of like, okay, I just lost a huge amount of money, but I was like, either way, I loved it because it's my hobby, and I'd be willing to spend my money on it. And obviously, I try to limit myself, and even that, I was quite disappointed and upset earlier. I was still quite thankful that I didn't get to spend any of my money earlier. Because I'm also trying to save at the same time. And I don't know. Maybe I don't even know. But yeah, it was just disappointing and it was just upset. And I was upset about it. But either way, they have their reasons for that. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't even know, actually. But yeah. I wonder what would have happened if I just kept on being like, can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? There was a guy in the back and he didn't really do anything but whatever. I just kept going. Would he have said something like, just said it to him? Because again, I'm willing to pay for it. It's just a joy of collecting. But either way, I guess I'm not really happy when I eventually just purchase a banknote because I lose my money. But I realized something. The money that I paid for, the value of it goes into that banknote. So I'm technically investing or something. But either way, I'm really trying to save right now, so I guess it's great that I didn't really get to spend any. But I'm still quite disappointed, And I wanted to try another money changer, but unfortunately it was like far away. So yeah, my solution right now is I'd go to a local money changer. And I'd save a lot, because I actually also want to buy those high denomination notes. I could actually buy them. The 100 kroner right now cost 600 plus pesos. I could buy it. I bought 100 krona note from Denmark and it cost me 800. So what about the 100 kronor from Sweden? Heck, 120. You know, because I want the 20 kronor note so bad. And how about the 100 pataka note? I could buy it as well, because it's only 700. Maybe even buy 130 patakas. Because I'm literally willing to pay for it. That's the joy of collecting. But yeah, at the same time, I gotta save up. And every time I receive the banknote and they just pay my money, I'm like, there we go again, another money lost. So right now, as of right now, this whole November, I will try not to really spend, you know. That earlier, I guess that was a close call earlier. I believe it was a sign that I really need to just save up right now, because December is coming, Christmas is coming, and who knows, maybe the money changers would have small denomination notes. The green money changer would probably have small denomination notes, and I'm all for it. I'm ready for it, because December is coming and a lot of people are coming from other countries, and yeah. But either way, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Again, I hope you guys, you're all safe, you're all secured, you've all stocked up on food, and I hope that you also got money on you, you know, just in case that you run out of food. You know, it's really important to have cash with you right now, especially these times, because the internet could just go out, and you know, all your money is in that bank account. So it's really important that you have cash with you, even if it's just a few thousand. So yeah, I just hope you guys are safe. I just hope that you guys are doing well, and I just hope that if you're in a flood-prone area, you'd prepare. You know, you'd have your home barriers. You know, I just really want to talk about. I'm just gonna take this opportunity. I'm just gonna take this moment right now. I know it's supposed to be a rant video about the money changer, but I just want to take this opportunity to again talk about unity. In times like these, we need unity. We need to help each other, especially, you know, it's raining, and our neighbors, they need help, and especially the people in the flood-prone areas, they need help as well. So we will unite as one during these calamities. We will help each other on the way out, and we also need to unite to keep and push away these corrupt politicians out of these countries. I've seen this sticker in United Nations station yesterday. Their luxury, our misery. The more stuff they have, the more luxurious stuff we have, the more we will suffer, because all of our taxes went there instead of something that we will benefit from, you know. So I just want to tell you guys, I just want to keep on telling you guys that politicians should be serving us. We shouldn't be serving them. We serve no one. We are the people. We are the ones living in this country. They're the caretakers, alright? They're the nannies. They should be doing something. And other than just being nannies, they should be leading us into something, you know? They should not just be nannies or caretakers. They should be leaders. Again, these politicians should be serving us. The hundreds and millions and billions and trillions of pesos should be spent on us. Should be spent on what's gonna benefit us, not what's gonna benefit them. They should serve us. They should serve us. They should serve us. They should serve all of us. They need to serve us. They're gonna serve us. All of them will serve us. You know why? Because they are public servants, and public servants serve. Public servants serve. Public servants are called public servants for a reason, because public servants serve. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you're useless. You're useless. See the connection? You're a public servant, but you can't serve the people. You're useless. See that? That's logic, mate. That's logic. You're useless, right? So if you're a public servant and you're spending millions on yourself, just remember, you're useless. And you should start spending that money on us instead. I believe that it's a win-win for the both of us. It's a win-win for the both of us. It's a win-win for your city that you don't even live in, but for some reason you govern. And it's a win-win for us because we benefit from the hundreds of trillions and billions of pesos that you invested on us instead of investing it on yourself. So please, be a public servant. Serve us, okay? You should serve us. You're our server, okay? We don't serve you. We vote you in. We put you in. We can take you out. Right? Okay, that's it for now, guys. This is getting too political. I only wanted to talk about money changes, but yeah, bye-bye.